What's up, YouTube? This is Mathos197 and welcome to episode number 36 of my WWE 2K17 Universe Mode. How is everybody doing today? We're back for another edition of Main Event here in Pontiac, Michigan. We're back in Michigan. I mean, we had a hell of an episode of SmackDown in Michigan just last episode, so if you missed it, be sure to check it out because it was massive. This episode of Main Event, we are only looking to kick things into an even higher gear because we are so close to WrestleMania. So close. Less than 2 weeks away. Less than 2 weeks away. It is insane. But the primetime players, they have a date with Destiny at WrestleMania. A Fatal 4-Way Elimination Tag Team match for the Tag Team Championships. It's going to be Finn Balor and Hideo Itami putting their gold on the line against the primetime players, the Dudley Boys, and the primetime players' opponents tonight, the Ascension. The Raw and SmackDown general managers Lita and Paul Heyman. Oh, I reversed that. The Raw general manager Paul Heyman and the SmackDown general manager Lita, they work together to figure out who really were the top teams in the division, whose performance over the last several months has been the most impressive, who is the most deserving of a tag title shot. And this is the group that they were able to come up with, the primetime players, the Ascension, and the Dudley Boys. This is going to be a massive, massive, massive tag team match at WrestleMania. WrestleMania is just going to be a huge event in general. We've got a 60-minute Iron Man match, a 6-man ladder match, this elimination fatal 4-way tag team match, and those are only just 3 matches on the card. We've got about 10 more. It is just unbelievable. This year's WrestleMania truly will be the biggest that we've ever produced. Will we even be able to top it? Well, I mean, that's going to be our challenge for next year, I suppose. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's not think about a year from now. Let's focus on the here and now. As the primetime players take on the Ascension, Connor and Titus O'Neil starting out in the ring. As the referee rings the bell, the two big men squaring off to kick off this matchup as Titus O'Neil backs Connor into the corner, just exuding his force, his power. And the Ascension and the primetime players, they do have a bit of sort of indirect history, I guess you could call it. At the King of the Ring tournament, well, first of all, before the King of the Ring tournament, Titus O'Neil defeated Victor to qualify for the King of the Ring tournament. And Connor, he was defeated by Titus O'Neil in the first round. As you see, well, Titus O'Neil was getting all up in the face of Victor. Victor didn't take too kindly to that, decided to punch him right in the jaw. And I guess that's a reasonable response when a man gets in your face and just starts barking at you. I mean, that's probably what I would do. So I guess that's fair play to Victor. But back to the King of the Ring tournament, Titus O'Neil, of course, he went on to win the whole thing. In the very first round, he eliminated Connor from the tournament. So Titus O'Neil, he has beaten both members of the Ascension in the past. And while these two teams have never squared off in tag team competition, they do have history with one another. Of course, the Ascension, the former tag team champions, they held the gold for 140 days after they dethroned the Wyatt family at Over the Limit. Before, of course, the Ascension themselves were defeated by Finn Balor and Hideo Itami at Battleground. Balor and Itami currently tied with Baron Corbin for the longest current championship reigns currently ongoing here in the series. As, oh my god, a massive European uppercut by Victor. Balor and Itami certainly have put together quite the impressive reign as champions, going through teams like the Ascension, the Lucha Dragons, the New Day, and more recently, Blake and Murphy back at the Royal Rumble. As look at this, more tag team combinations on the way. As Victor whips Titus O'Neil straight into a clothesline by Connor. Connor gonna go for the pin. 2, but a kick out by Titus. You have to think, this is a man who main evented Survivor Series. This is a former Intercontinental Champion. Titus O'Neil will not go down so easily. As Titus now able to counter out of that powerbomb. The real deal. Wait, reversed. And Titus O'Neil crashes on the outside. Connor looking to pursue him. As look at this, a diving axe handle from the apron. Connor just looking to bring the fight, looking to out-muscle Titus O'Neil outside of the ring. As Connor now just hammers away with those punches to the face. As Titus O'Neil, he is just in trouble right now, but so much for that. Reversal by the Real Deal. And I guess that's why he is the Real Deal. It's not just a nickname, it's not just a catchy slogan. It is a fact. Titus O'Neil can hang with the best of them, and now look at Titus. He managed to create separation and make the tag to Darren Young, but here comes Connor. Connor with a massive knee to the skull, now a punch to the face. But Darren Young with the reversal. Connor tried to shut Darren Young down before he could even get started, attacking him the moment he stepped foot in the ring. But Darren Young quickly turns the tables as he hangs him out with like a stun gun right on that top rope. As Darren Young off that leg drop, now looking to fire up that vintage combination, leg drop, elbow drop, forearm smash straight to the nose of Connor. And Darren Young is feeling it. The primetime players are heating up. The Ascension, they're in a bit of trouble. Oh, but wait, Connor able to roll out of the way. But Darren with a float over. No, he's not going to hit the DDT. Connor able to reverse. Oh, and a massive clothesline. He just leveled Darren Young with that clothesline, then follows it up with an elbow drop. Connor, of course, he's got the size, the strength advantage over Darren Young here. And that's a smart move by Connor. Get Darren Young away from his corner and back into the corner of the Ascension as the tag is made to Victor. Lining him up for the double shoulder block like a couple of linemen on a football field. And when I say football, I mean American football, not proper football as in soccer football. Football, talking about American NFL stuff. I'm getting on too much of a tangent here. The point I was trying to make is that these two men, they're giants, and they just bowled Dean Ambrose over like a truck. Oh, but wait, Darren Young able to reverse, counters with a couple of elbows to the skull. Now look at Darren with a DDT. The resourcefulness of Darren Young managing to counter out of that attempted Samoan drop. And now, tag made to Titus O'Neil. Oh, we're gonna see it again. That doomsday device, Darren Young lifting Victor up on his shoulders. And Titus O'Neil floors him with a clothesline, turning Victor inside out. Is it enough for the win, though? 2, 3, no. Kick out by Victor. That was the same move that the primetime players used to put away Big Cass on last week's main event. But this week, it does not wield the same success. As Titus O'Neil delivers a backbreaker and now just tossing Victor overhead. Slamming him down on his face. And now Titus O'Neil could be going in for the kill. Victor, he's unaware of the danger that he's in right now. Titus O'Neil whips him into the corner. Looking to make the, no. Reversal by Victor. And now Victor a shot to Darren Young. A massive running knee right to the midsection of Titus O'Neil. Victor fighting off both members of the primetime players. And now Victor, look at this. STO. Victor nails him with the STO. Is that going to be enough for the win? Hook of the leg on Titus. Darren nowhere to make the save. 2, 3, no. Titus O'Neil, there's his resilience, his defiance. Very much so still alive in this matchup. As Victor now whips him into the corner. Playtime is over for the Ascension. They've got to wrap this up now or never, and that's just what they're looking to do. Titus O'Neil lined up in the center of the ring for the fall of man. That devastating double team move, the finisher from the Ascension. Oh God, and now Darren Young knocked off the ropes. Connor now a big boot straight to the face of Titus. Puts him back on the canvas. Titus, I think that was just instinct alone that he was even able to roll over. He had no clue where he was. He had no idea what was going on. His body might have been trying to make the tag, but well, first of all, nobody was there for a tag. And secondly, his mind certainly was... His will alone might have managed to try to push him over to make the tag, but his body was in no condition to kick out. the Ascension with a dominant victory over the primetime players tonight, building critical momentum heading into WrestleMania. As we are back now here in Michigan, we're set for women's action as Carmella is in the ring. The Princess of Staten Island gets set to take on the prima donna, Brie Bella. Of course, Brie Bella, the former Divas champion. A couple episodes ago on Monday Night Raw, Brie Bella, she turned her back on her sister Nikki. Although you could argue that Brie Bella, she turned her back on her sister at the Royal Rumble by not showing up to back her up in her match with Asuka. Honestly, Brie Bella, she did make some good points in the last episode of Raw, to be fair. Nikki Bella, she didn't really help her out when Brie Bella got dismantled by Asuka. But I don't really think that Brie Bella's going about this all the right way. Hold the phone for a minute. Victor backstage, and there's Bubba Ray Dudley. Bubba Ray shaking hands with Victor. Well, what was that little interaction about? Are the Ascension and the Dudley boys, did they just form some sort of an alliance? Are they on the same page? Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see how that plays out at WrestleMania. Right now, we're back in the ring as Brie Bella's got Carmella in a headlock. But Carmella able to force Brie Bella away, create some separation, now ducks underneath. Leapfrog over the top, Brie Bella off the ropes, straight into a hip toss by Carmella. And Carmella trying to rally the crowd behind her, try to get the crowd into this matchup. There's now a crucifix roll up, shoulders down, 1, 2, but a kick out by Brie. As I was saying earlier, Brie Bella, she had some very harsh things to say about Nikki Bella. At the very least, Nikki Bella tried to settle it behind closed doors, and Brie Bella just flat out ignored her. I mean, you know, Brie Bella, she wasn't at all being professional about this situation between her and her sister, and clearly she did have an end goal in mind. She does want a match with her sister. At the very least, she said, a match with you, you know, you can keep me relevant. Neither of us are still in the Queen of the Ring tournament, but at least we can still get some sort of a match, create some sort of a buzz around the two of us. I don't feel like that is a very childish way for Brie Bella to go about this situation. She could have talked things out with her sister behind closed doors where the world didn't have to see. She didn't have to air their dirty laundry. But Brie Bella, she did. She forced Nikki Bella's hand, and well, this is the result of it. I mean, the people, these people, they don't really know who to root for. I mean, Brie Bella, her actions in the past definitely have not warranted any sort of sympathy from the crowd. The same goes for Nikki, although recently, Nikki Bella, her attitude seems to have improved a bit. After she was humbled by Asuka, Nikki Bella, it seems as though she's had a bit of a reality check. She's managed to put her ego in check, although I don't think I can say the same for Brie. Let's look at Carmella now. Hurricanrana, Carmella looking to bring herself back in this matchup, looking to rally, and rally the crowd as well. As the Princess of Staten Island with the Staten Island Shuffle, now look out. DDT! Massive DDT by Carmella. Brie stumbles to her feet, but from the second rope, here comes Carmella with the Hurricanrana again. Carmella just tossing Brie Bella around. Now hook of the leg. 1, 2, but a kick out by Brie. Brie Bella, with every fiber of her being, trying to keep herself alive in this matchup. But Carmella is in control at the moment. No, wait, reversal by Brie. Oh my God, a massive back fist. A spinning back fist by Brie Bella. She just leveled Carmella with that back fist. And now look at Brie. Massive DDT. That was an even more massive DDT than the one Carmella delivered. Did you see the vertical height before that DDT? And now look at Brie. Brie Bella with the submission hold like an arm-trapped crossface. Brie Bella, she makes Carmella submit. It's over, folks. A devastating submission hold by Brie Bella. I don't know what she calls it, but it sure was effective. Brie Bella, she seems to have become more aggressive since we last saw her face off with Asuka. Whereas Nikki's encounter with Asuka seems to have humbled her. Brie Bella just seems to have made her even more devastating, even more vicious than she was before. Brie Bella No, no! You've done enough damage, Carmella. She's out cold. But Brie Bella is not done. Not by a long shot as Carmella whipped into the barricade. And now Brie Bella rockets her into those steel steps. Now this is uncalled for. This is completely unwarranted. What did Carmella do to deserve this? Brie Bella, this is just a straight statement to Nikki Bella, saying, I'll see you at the Slammy Awards. As Brie Bella now sizing her up. Brie Bella's got her for the Bella Buster out on the floor. Unbelievable. Brie Bella, she really is a child. She really is a prima donna. Ridiculous. I mean, even her theme song is annoying. It really fits her personality, but... Oh, well, come on. You talk about being childish. Really, Victor? Was that really called for? I mean, this man, he is educated, you know. He might be Japanese, but that doesn't mean that he can't speak English. You don't have to talk to him like he's a child, like he's an ape. Unbelievable. What is it with people today? Everyone just seems to have an attitude. Although with Darren and Finn Balor, they seem to at least be reasonable. Well, we saw earlier that Victor and Bubba Ray Dudley seem like they formed a bit of an alliance. I guess it looks as though the primetime players, they've got the champs back, if only for now. Well, that's definitely interesting. You will see alliances form in multi-man matchups like this. A fatal four-way elimination matchup. I mean, it definitely would help to get some allies on your side to try to eliminate the competition. But tonight, this matchup, our main event, it stems from the actions of Bubba Ray Dudley 2 episodes ago on Monday Night Raw, when Bubba Ray slapped Finn Balor in the face. Now tonight, Bubba Ray Dudley takes on Finn Balor in singles competition, and it is in your main event. The Dudley boys, they have been very impressive in tag team competition since they have returned, since they made their Universe Mode debut. But we haven't seen either of these two men step into the ring for singles action, so I'll be very interested in how this matchup plays out. How will Bubba Ray Dudley fare against a guy like Finn Balor, a guy who's currently in his prime, perhaps in the best shape of his life, whereas Bubba Ray Dudley, I mean, this is a man who comes from ECW, for God's sake. How much damage has his body taken? How much of a toll have all the wars that Bubba Ray Dudley has been through, how much damage has that done to him? And that's not even considering age. Bubba Ray, he definitely is not in the same physical condition as a guy like Finn Balor, but he does have the veteran instincts, the craftiness, and perhaps even the underhandedness that maybe he could pull this one off. It would be a huge victory for Bubba Ray Dudley going into WrestleMania to pick up a singles win over one half of the tag team champions in Finn Balor. Finn Balor, you can see he's putting it all on display, that WWE Tag Team Championship belt. Finn Balor showcasing it to the world like, yeah, this is the spoils of war. And boy, have Balor and Itami been through some wars. You see Itami in the background. I mean, he knows this entrance. He knows all about Finn Balor's theatrics. And Itami just playing into it, trying to, you know, keep the crowd engaged as well. You know that Itami is out here tonight just to make sure that Devon doesn't play a role, doesn't play a deciding factor in this matchup. Itami wants to try to keep this matchup civil. Keep it a straight up, fair, one-on-one contest. I know that's what I would like to see, but with these two teams so close to WrestleMania with the tag team gold up for grabs, you need to take every advantage you can. And perhaps, well, in the case of the Dudleys, that could perhaps mean that they'll try to ambush Finn Balor, try to use their numbers game to try to take out Finn Balor before the match at WrestleMania can even happen. We saw the Revival use a similar tactic by taking out Finn Balor at the Royal Rumble but Balor was able to return. Finn Balor found the resolve within him to return to Hideo Itami's aid. And they went on, of course, to retain the tag team titles against Blake and Murphy. And what started as a glorified handicap matchup, Finn Balor managed to come back and turn the tables. And that's why they are still the tag team champions. They had to go through hell and high water on numerous occasions to retain those titles. But they are still the champions because they are capable of going through those wars. They have survived it all. And they're all the stronger for it. But if you want to talk about wars, just imagine the countless number of ladder matches, tables matches, TLC matches that the Dudley Boys have gone through. If you want to talk about wars, I think the Dudley Boys have seen far more wars than Balor and Itami have as a tag team. But look at this, Sling Blade by Balor. Bubba Ray Dudley, he was getting a little too arrogant, a little too cocky. And that gave Finn Balor the opening, but now Balor, no wait, reversal by Balor. He staggers Bubba. As Bubba Ray Dudley currently in trouble. He's caught in the corner. Finn Balor looking to fire up the 10 count punches. We're halfway there. Finn Balor just relentless, but no, reversed. Bubba Ray just able to create some separation. And then he just absolutely floored him with that boot. 1, 2. Oh my god, he almost had a 3 count. That was a devastating boot. He jacked the jaw of Finn Balor. As now Bubba Ray delivers an elbow to the top of the head. Finn Balor's in a bad way right now, folks. Bubba Ray Dudley has gained control, and I don't think he plans on letting go of that control anytime soon. As now Bubba Ray just really seems to be zeroing in on the skull of Finn Balor. Perhaps trying to give Balor a concussion. That would definitely play a critical factor going into the Fatal 4-Way match at WrestleMania. But Finn Balor able to back him against the ropes, and look at this! Big time drop kick, and Bubba Ray crashes to the outside. Finn Balor now just eyeing his prey. Finn Balor, is he gonna take a risk? The crowd getting behind him. Here comes Finn Balor! But Balor, I think he just clocked skulls with Bubba Ray. Finn Balor definitely did not get all of that impact. In fact, I think he might come out the worst from it. He managed to make it back to his feet first. But, man. Those two skulls collided when Finn Balor, and he launched himself over the top rope to the outside, just the velocity behind it. And now being sent into the steel ring post. Bubba Ray, I mean, he might give Finn Balor a concussion at this rate if Balor didn't just concuss himself. Bubba Ray dumps him over there in the corner. The referee is counting, folks. We're up to a count of 8. Is Finn Balor gonna get counted out? 9. But no, Finn Balor just makes it back into the ring. And here comes Finn Balor. Devon is getting a little too full of himself. Oh, but that didn't last long. Snapmare into the big boots. Back to the skull again. Bubba Ray hooks the leg on Balor. 2. But a kick out by Finn. Finn Balor just able to survive it. But Bubba Ray certainly has taken firm control in this matchup. As lookout punch to the face. Bionic elbow from Bubba Ray Dudley. The Bubba elbow, and now hooks the leg. 2. No. Finn Balor just able to find enough resolve left in him to kick out at the last second. But now look at Bubba Ray. Bubba Ray just torturing Finn Balor here, clawing at the pressure points in Finn Balor's shoulder. But Balor able to slip out of it. Finn Balor, his brains might be scrambled, but he's still got enough brain power left in him to go on the attack. He's looking for the Bloody Sunday, but it's reversed by Bubba Ray Dudley, and again Bubba Ray back to the skull. Finn Balor was trying to set him up for the Bloody Sunday, but Bubba Ray Dudley had it well scouted. And Bubba back on the attack. Clothesline from the second rope. And again back to the skull. Finn Balor, the back of his head ricochets off the canvas. And now Bubba Ray. Bubba Ray sizing him up. Is he looking for the Bubba Bomb? He's got it, but Balor able to block it. He blocked the Bubba Bomb. As now Bubba Ray Dudley whipped into the corner. Here's Finn Balor, sizing him up for a move of his own. The crowd on its feet. Shotgun dropkick. Is that going to be enough, though? Balor hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. No. No, it is not. Bubba Ray Dudley able to survive the shotgun dropkick. Now Finn Balor usually follows it up with the coup de grace. But Bubba Ray Dudley had enough wherewithal to make it back to his feet. Finn Balor going to have to change up his game plan, but it's reversed. Bubba Ray Dudley had enough time to recover, and he hung Finn Balor out to dry on that top rope. Bubba Ray Dudley now taking the fight to the outside. Finn Balor whipped straight into that announce table, and again. Bubba Ray Dudley using the environment to full effectiveness as Balor bounced skull first off the announce table. Look out, Bubba Cutter! The Bubba Cutter. You could also call it one half of the 3D. Bubba Ray Dudley out on the outside, planted Balor face first. Now Bubba Ray back in the ring, looking to go for the cover. Hooking the leg on Balor. 1, got him 2, got him 3. No. Not by a long shot. Finn Balor still somehow has enough left in him to keep going in this matchup, but how long is that going to last? Bubba now, look at... No, reversed again by Balor. Balor had it scouted. Now look at this. Roll up. Roll up. 1, 2, 3. No. Bubba Ray just able to kick out of that roll-up attempt. Finn Balor now a knife-edge chop. And a Pele kick. Pele kick caught Bubba Ray Dudley square in the skull. And Finn Balor to the top rope. We know what's coming next. Bubba Ray's out cold. Finn Balor. The coup de grace. Straight to the midsection. 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor with the coup de grace. And it's a done deal. He hits that, and it's all over. The true piece de resistance. Finn Balor. Every time you get caught out with a coup de grace, it is lights out. Game over, son. And Finn Balor once again uses it to pick up a strong victory tonight in our main event. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. And until the next episode of Universe Mode, like always, keep on YouTubing.